dialed in to Box and Brews, you might hear something you can use. Like tips on your cash or tips on the suds. You're gonna want to use the smarts of these stuff. Cause they know the brews, and they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks. So listen up, cause shit's not funny. And save yourself some beer money. Bucks and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks and brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Amazing how great that is.
I do love that. I absolutely am in love with that. So we're back on Bucks and Brews.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit. We did not have a live show last week because Mike and I were in the Bahamas.
Yes. You know, when I go on vacation, I still do my live.
Yes, you can do that from South Dakota. We're gonna, one of the things we're gonna hit tonight is we are gonna convince you have to come with us on a cruise next year so we can do a cruise episode.
All right.
We've met so many people on the cruise. I got many compliments on my Bucks and Brews shirt. Mike wore his Bucks and Brews shirt.
Yeah.
We talked to people on how to save money to get a cruise, so we're gonna talk about that tonight. I got hit on by a photographer man who thought I looked very sexy in this picture.
There you go.
So I gave him a sticker.
There you
I talk about the guy that basically said, gamble a lot, you get.
Oh yeah,
cruises.
we're talking about him because I know you love to gamble.
I don't love to. It's just, you know, it's part of me.
So Mike and I made a new Bahamian friend.
There you go.
We'll call him Giuliano.
Okay.
He was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We got beers from him.
Yeah.
So I am starting out tonight with a strong back stout from the Bahamas. And then I'm going to have a Elite Gold from the Bahamas. And if I feel that way, our favorite sponsor, Distill Brewery, I have one Hawaii 5 Ale left. Nick, what you got?
I went back to Founder's Dirty Bastard. It's a Scotch ale. I really enjoy this beer. So I figured tonight I'll celebrate you guys enjoying your good beers. Welcome back from vacation. I'm planning a vacation here real soon.
Mike, what have you got, my friend? As if I don't know at least two of them.
You know, at least two of them, only I'm switching it up and I'm starting with the Elite Gold.
Yes.
And then moving to the strong back stout. Then I might drink a cider if I still need one. I put that in the fridge. I'm not sure I'll need one or not.
These are a high alcohol
They
content.
are
7% on the Elite Gold, 7.6 on the strong back stout.
8.5 on the Dirty Bastard.
Unfortunately, they don't export to the United States because it seems we don't want their beer.
That's okay.
We asked about vaccines down in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
They don't understand how we are just stupid here. They go, we got Pfizer from the US, we took it. We don't understand Americans.
Yep.
Don and I go, yeah, we don't understand Americans either.
Actually, it's a friend of mine from the US here, right? I've known him. He's actually over in Serbia. He's been there for years now.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking on Facebook chat. I say actually while sitting in the parking lot, and it's just America has, we have so much freedom. We've been given this freedom. We've been taught, hey, fight for your freedom. And every other country's like, man, there's certain things to fight for, and then there's, hey, here we go. I didn't spend my millions of dollars to get this, and they're over there begging for it, right?
Well, I'm not anti-vax. I even got my cats vaccinated today.
Oh, geez.
That cost me an arm and a fucking leg.
Yeah, so tell me about this cruise. What'd you guys do? Where'd you go?
So we went to Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island.
Okay.
And then we went to Nassau.
Which I hear Nassau is just dirty.
I can't say we went very far into Nassau.
Okay.
We went across the street from security.
Yeah.
Dawn and Caitlin wanted to shop. So I'll get to that story in a minute. So let's start with the cruise. So we had, some issues with Mike getting on because he had a different looking vaccination card. And then they gave us the wrong room because it wasn't adjoining like it should be. So it was a little bit of a fiasco to start, but we got everything figured out and, got going on the trip. Mike and Caitlin had the drink packages done and I did not because, at the time we didn't think I could drink.
Sure.
So Mike and Caitlin would order drinks for us and we all kind of drank together, which worked. But we will not be doing that next time.
No, just your own.
Yes, because when we went to Coco Cay the first actual full day.
Yep.
And all of the excursions were canceled. Just too windy. Okay, fine. So we swam in the ocean for a little bit, and then we got out of the ocean and we did a little bit of shopping, and we got done shopping and we found this big pool in the middle of the island.
Yep.
That had a swim up bar. Yep. We could have spent hours at the swim up bar, but I couldn't buy alcohol there unless I was paying for it, and at $13, $14 a drink. I'm not paying for it. Right. So, we had to go farther away from the bar and have them order drinks for us and for them. And, it worked.
And we learned that on the first, just like 2 hours we were on the actual boat, that if you're like Caitlin and I both had a drink package. So like the first thing I did was I'm like, okay, because Don had said on her previous cruise when they had the drink package, they could get a couple of drinks at a time. So I'm like, okay, I'll get myself a drink and I'll get Dave a drink. And, so I did that. And then Caitlin tried to get her drink. They're like, nope, you got to wait. But it's like 5 minutes. It's only like 5 minutes before you order your next drink.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was one of the reasons it just didn't work out as well as we would have liked.
Sure.
Because you had to wait a little bit. So, food was phenomenal. Yep. We had lunch immediately when we got to the ship. It's buffet style, but of course with COVID restrictions, they serve you. So you take your plate, you say, I want this, I want this, I want this, and they just put it on your plate. Sure. Food was awesome. The first night went to Name That Tune, Colors. Yep. And we absolutely killed.
Yeah.
One, we got Royal Caribbean keychains.
There you go.
And then we got cocktails.
We did get
So the next one we went to was Classic Rock.
There you go.
And out of 34 possible points, we got 31.
Yep. Not bad.
And got our ass kicked by the guy that got 34.
Yep. Ooh. Way to go.
What was the song we couldn't remember at all?
I don't remember.
Still can't remember it. Ain't that something?
And I got 3 incorrect.
Yes.
I got the song right.
You got the song right, but the group wrong. Somehow I got Light My Fire from the Doors, and they didn't play enough of it for me to know that that's what it was. I'm just like, I go with Light My Fire from the Doors because it sounds close. Then we went to 80s, which we just knew we were going to clean up at, steal our crown back.
Yeah.
And we lost by like 4 on that.
Oh, man.
Which pissed us
Again,
off.
people who like got perfect.
Yes.
They, like missed 2 artists in one song.
Something like that, yeah. So but we had a lot of fun.
We did. Yeah, we couldn't remember who did Axel F.
Yes, I didn't know who sang Axel. Well, not sang because it's instrumental, but who played Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, sure.
So had a lot of fun doing that. So we get done eating, we go hang out in the pool, get some drinks, finally get to our room, unload some shit. Had dinner that night. So dinner's different. We did the My Time dining, which is supposed to be similar to lunch. It's buffet style. You just tell them what you want. Because of COVID restrictions, they're not doing that. Everybody went to the sit-down plated meal.
Sure.
So they had a menu. You pick from the menu. We had 2 great waiters, Marcelo and Marlon, which were phenomenal. We tipped them extra because they were just awesome.
Yeah.
The first night, I had a New York strip. It was awesome. Mike had, I believe, escargot.
I had escargot and prime
rib, which he fucking loved. We had dessert, which was I don't remember what it was, but it was delicious. Night 2, I changed it up, and I had a strip steak. And Mike had, do you remember?
Might have been when it was like tenderloin or something like that.
The only
thing beef.
The only time I changed it was the last night I had cheese tortellini.
Well, there you go.
And on the last night I had the strip.
I would have just gotten all of it every night.
The funny part is, like, if you were unhappy, like Dawn had got like a portobello cat as her entree,
And it was tiny.
pretty small, so they brought her another one.
They were great about everything. They brought us the wrong dessert a couple times.
Yeah.
They're like, last night Marlon goes, oh, you're supposed to have cheesecake. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So he had brought a piece of chocolate cake.
Sure.
I love chocolate cake. I'll eat that. So I ate chocolate cake.
Oh.
He comes back. He goes, chocolate cake all gone.
Yeah.
Marlon, I'm a fat guy. I eat.
This
eat. They were so good. Like one of the nights I had souffle for the desserts, and I'm like, I expect my souffle to be yay tall.
Yeah.
Well, it was basically deflated souffle when they brought it out. They gave me another one.
Yeah, they brought another one that was up.
So I ate both. I was like, yeah,
why not, right? So,
Dude, we had so much.
But it's
Honestly,
like all of this, like with some of them you pay extra for this, but it was all
included.
covered. Yep.
Second full day, we went to Nassau. We had the dolphin encounter.
Yep.
So we got to, they had a really expensive dolphin encounter, which was like $70 more than we paid, and you really got to spend more, one-on-one time with the dolphin.
sure.
Whereas we went the cheaper route.
When as a group.
Yeah. And honestly, I did not feel gypped one fucking
Not
bit.
at all.
I hugged the dolphin. Mike patted the dolphin and got yelled at because he was going to start something he couldn't finish. It was phenomenal. Like, that was shaping up to be a great day.
Yep.
I got to see a cat and pet a cat because I miss my cats. So there's a cat on the island. I got to pet the cat. I got to hug the dolphin. You can shake your head all you want. I don't give a shit. And then, so we're riding back on the shuttle.
Yep.
And on the way there on the shuttle, they say a short shuttle trip. Nick, what does short mean to you?
Oh man, 5-10 minutes.
Right, that's what we're thinking.
No, hour and a half for them.
30.
Oh jeez.
So on the way there, nothing's happening. I'm falling asleep. He's falling asleep. So on the way back, I figure we're going to fall asleep again. Mike and Dawn went upstairs to be able to see better, take better pictures.
Yep.
Caitlin and I stayed downstairs. She wanted to stay downstairs. I didn't want her to stay alone. So one of the guys that, rides the boat back and forth puts on music and starts singing and dancing. So the first one was Bruno Mars.
Yep.
And he fucking rocked it. And they just kept switching songs, and he just kept singing and dancing, and he went upstairs and he sang and danced. He was cool as shit.
Yep.
So we docked. The 30-minute trip back felt like 5 minutes.
Sure.
So Caitlin and I obviously get off the boat first, and we wanted to go to the straw market because, we want to get some souvenirs for my mom and shit.
Sure.
And she walks up to him and says, yeah, we want to go to the straw market. He goes, straw market? I'll take you. Okay. So they get off a couple minutes later, and are you sick and tired of me filibustering the whole broadcast here?
Just telling you, you're filibustering the whole broadcast.
I can tell the guy drinking is sick and tired of you just filibustering the whole podcast. He's ready to lay into you and make you sit back and take a lesson from the unspoken wisdom he's holding in. I mean, I like that post, but you can tell me to shut up anytime you want.
No, I asked for it, and trust me, I've gone on plenty of vacations, so we enjoy celebrating what other people do.
We
our
really do.
Achievements. So sure, am I jealous that you went on vacation? Yes, but you also know that in December I'm going on vacation.
Yes, and you're going to talk all about it.
Right. You also know that I went on plenty of vacations. To us, it's not bragging. I asked, I take interest in my friend's life and what's going on. So
well, and again, I hope you join us next year. You're important. You guys would have a blast. But so they get off the boat, and he goes, "Hey, you got everybody?" And Caitlin goes, "Yep." And he goes, "All right, follow me." And Don goes, "The hell are we doing?" He goes,
yeah.
She goes, "What are we doing?" I'm like, "We're following him." She goes, "Why? I know what the straw market is." I said, "Because he said so." So we get through security, and he goes, "I don't know if the straw market's open. Very close quarters, and with COVID and everything, And one of the security girls goes, yeah, it's still closed. He goes, but there's a market right here. I can take you to that. So he takes us to that, walks us around it so we can see it. Then we stop at his buddy's.
It was Reggie.
I think it was Reggie. We're going to say liquor store.
Sure.
Which basically was a big stand-up cooler. Which is right next to Linda's restaurant.
Yes.
All right.
Linda specializes in deep fried conch.
Deep fried what?
Conch. You know conch shell?
Yep.
The meat in the shell.
Hmm.
So
Did you eat this?
I'm getting there. So he's like, hey, I want you guys to try this. I want you guys to try a drink on me, no big deal. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So Mike and I, went with the strong back stout. And then he asks for the, everybody gonna try conch? And we're like, yeah, we'll try it. And Mike goes, really think you should eat that? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, you're allergic to shellfish. A different type of shellfish, but it's still shellfish.
Yeah.
I say, ooh, I don't know. I said to Linda, I'm like, hey, Linda, I'm allergic to shellfish. Should I try this? And she goes, oh, yeah, you'll be fine.
You'll be good. Fuck it.
So I look at Giuliano and I go, what do you think? He goes, allergic to shellfish? I said, yep. He goes, I wouldn't try it. So needless to say, I did not try the conch. Mike, your thoughts on the conch?
It's great.
It was great.
I had some with whatever their dip is that they put with it. I had some with the hot sauce that Linda makes at her place, and that's why I had to buy a bottle of it because it was some darn good hot sauce.
There you go.
We ended up drinking
now I want
5 beers each and 2 for the road.
At $13 a piece.
I don't know how much they were.
Probably when you buy them there at that market, they're probably a couple.
Probably, yeah.
But he paid for the whole tab.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we tipped him well, but yeah, we didn't pay for any of them.
Let's see. That's tip number 1. Make friends with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept telling Mike, I'm like, that's our new best friend. He's our Bohemian best friend.
And I think a big thing that comes with that, and I mean, you would probably catch trips to Mexico. Don't just go where the
Everybody else
touristy
goes.
places tell you to go. Go where the locals go.
Yep.
That's exactly it. So like when we were in the Dominican, right? Like it's funny because I was the first one that you don't have to tip for everything. And then I realized how far tips went.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, I tipped. And like, dude, I told you, right? Like at noon, the sun would be at a spot. Like I instantly had a chair ready for me. Like
Yeah.
that's how life was. Like they knew to bring me a beer and a shot. Like it wasn't, oh, hey, what do you want? Like they just, by day 2, they're like, this dude is drinking this. Like he wakes up, he has mimosas. His next one, he wants a beer or a pina colada. Fuck it, bring them both. Right? Like the next one, he wants a shot of Mama Juana and he wants a beer. Like they had my whole thing. And I'm like, here's my tip. And the time, I told you the time that Courtney went out
Yeah.
to wherever, like I was wasted by the time I got back. Cause they're like, he's polishing them. We're going to go for it. And I was like, I'm happy. Crap, right? Like worst case scenario, I stumble next to the building and they're gonna be like, I ain't picking that fat guy up.
Well, they tell you you don't have to tip, you don't.
Yeah.
But you know as well as I do, if you tip,
Oh man, you have service.
they're gonna take care of it because they, cash is king.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So
How much cash did you guys bring?
I only brought $80.
That's it, really?
I brought 100.
Okay, what'd you bring?
I ended up getting some money out, and I ended up with like 160 less than any of it.
Yeah, we did not spend a lot of money.
Wow. So like,
Pretty much everything was covered.
I mean, when I went to the Dominican, right? I think I brought $1,000, right? And I mean, never secured my money so much. Like,
That's just part of it. Like when we went to like the dolphin encounters that island, they wanted everything to be cashless for COVID
Yeah,
purposes.
sure, of course.
So like when I bought some souvenirs for my kids, I brought cash to pay with them with cash, but I had to put them on the card. And yeah, the way Coco K goes, you just start whatever you want to your room or to your account. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
that's a bad, like, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're
Oh
spending.
no, I would just like so when we talk about going to Great Wolf. Like I love Great Wolf. I'm like, nope, I hate it because they're like, hey, you can do it. It's like there's a minimum, or a max of like $100, and I'm like, how much is a beer? And they're like, you're gonna want to go over that max.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but
all right,
again,
cool.
On Coco K, if you
Yeah.
have the drink package,
Oh,
all the food's free, all the drinks are free.
sure,
The only thing you're paying for is if you want to get some souvenirs.
sure. And what are you limited to? 15 drinks a day?
Honestly, I think so, but between Mike and I, we never hit that. Between Mike, me, Caitlin, and Dawn, if we were limited to 30 drinks total, we never hit it. We never even came close.
Oh man, let's see. You guys didn't go for a drinking vacation. You just went to have fun.
We drank, but we didn't drink to excess. Like we got tipsy.
Sure.
But honestly, we got tipsy in Nassau with
What's the space is 5 beers for you?
right.
So yeah.
Our new best friend. We were texting Walling going, dude, you need to come because this is our new best friend.
But yeah, no, it's yeah. I mean, even like I said, in Nassau that day because we were charging it, we couldn't put things on our account except when we were on the boat.
Yeah.
Said even if we got 10, 12 in that day on the boat, that was after the years we had already had.
We were literally so insane. So the only thing I bought on the excursion was we bought all the pictures. Okay. So they took 46 pictures and a video. Just of us.
Sure.
Because you're not allowed to take any.
Oh, really?
Right. So of course, Dawn and I had talked, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what it is, just fucking buy it. So she has in her head, it's going to cost like $200.
Oh, easily.
133. Like, okay. And honestly, what sold it for Dawn was they got to a picture of Mike with the dolphin.
Yeah.
And he had the biggest fucking grin I've ever seen on his face in my life.
I think I seen that one shared on Facebook.
Yeah. And I mean, I've known Mike for more than half of my life.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest smile I've ever seen on his face. And Don's like, fuck it, we're just buying them all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. I whipped out the credit card. I gave him the credit card. It cost me like an extra $5 because of, being international, but I didn't care.
Right.
Again, I'm on vacation. I use the same rule that you and I always use. You're on vacation, you do what the fuck you want.
Oh yeah.
You spend whatever the hell you want.
Yep, that's it.
The only time I got tipsy was when we were in Nassau with Giuliano.
Eating conch.
Well, I didn't eat the conch, but yeah, Mike and I ate breakfast that morning. We didn't eat lunch because if we went back to the boat, it was free.
Yeah.
So of course we figured.
So if you had the drink package, you would eat for free on the island. But if you didn't have the drink package,
No, that was only at Coco Cay.
That was only at Coco Cay.
Okay.
Once you're in the Nassau and their excursions, you
pay for everything.
Yes, you're in there.
So and we thought about getting some food, and we're like, we can eat on the boat. We literally figured we would get off of the shuttle, go to the market, buy a few things, and head right back to the boat. So Dawn came to me at one point while we're drinking with our new best friend.
Yep.
And she goes, found something for your mom, I need cash. So I just grabbed a wad of cash and handed it. She goes and shops, she comes back. We've been standing here for like 25, 30 minutes at this point. She goes, what are you doing? We're having fun. She goes, well, they're closing everything up because they say a storm is coming. Linda goes, no storm's coming. They're just worried about their shit getting wet. There's not going to be any storm. And I said, so is this kind of like Hawaii? You get 5 minutes of liquid sunshine? She goes, it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
If it rains, it's going to be for a minute or two, and that's it.
Yeah.
And Dawn goes, that's great. I'm going back to the boat with your daughter.
So you
have fun.
Yep.
And she slipped my vaccination card in my pocket because they told us you have to have your vaccination card. Not only did you have to have your vaccination card, you have to have your mask on everywhere in the Bahamas.
Sure.
Or $250 fine and jail. Nick, I've watched Locked Up.
Do I get both? Like, can I just?
You might get one, but you might get both.
Oh, ouch.
I've watched Locked Up Abroad. I'm not going to fucking jail.
I'm going to jail.
So we have our masks on, and we get told. I'm not going to say who told us. He goes, "You can take the mask off," and we're like, "No." They said we have to have them on. He goes, "Yeah, you have to have them on. You put it in your pocket. It's on you." Oh, okay. He goes, "You're vaccinated, right?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Good. Put it in your pocket. You're fine."
Yeah. Were they wearing masks?
The funny part is we walked back through port security without our masks on, and
never showed our vaccine card. Never. I don't think we showed our.
We never showed our
passport.
We had to show picture ID. Was it when we got off?
When we got off, we had to show picture ID. I don't think when we got back on, we had to.
Sure.
As long as we had our boat pass, we were good. The only thing they pulled us over for is You have beer. Come here. You can't have that on the boat. We'll give it to you the last day.
They gave it to you last day.
Last day.
That's nice.
I mean, we could have drank it the last day because there was nothing stopping us. And oh my God, the prices on liquor on that boat.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't give it to you until you're ready to leave. It's so fucking cheap. I could have gotten 4 huge ass bottles of Bacardi
On the boat?
on the boat for $20 each. 4 for $80. And they're like, $36 bottles here.
Yeah.
But they won't give it to you on the boat because they want you to buy their liquor.
Sure. So yeah, I hear like some of the tips that people give is like, bring a 24 pack in your suitcase.
Yeah.
Do all that. And
There are certain things you're allowed to bring.
Yeah.
So needless to say, we booked another cruise for next October.
already booked it?
Booked it.
Oh,
Booked.
Because if you book on the boat, you get more onboard credit for the next cruise.
really?
Yes, you do.
And then they still allow it where even if you book your excursion, if you find that excursion or that cruise at a cheaper price during when they're like
Actually,
sales, yeah, they'll credit you that amount.
Really? Huh. So, those are some things to know.
I have something for you in there, just so you know.
I'm excited.
So you and Courtney really need to consider this.
Yeah, let's say we're trying. I say we told you. So
Yep, you told me about December.
yeah, it doesn't sound like we were gonna book a cruise. The one has like a Barbie. So I have a 6-year-old, right? For people that are listening, I have a 6-year-old. Had like a Barbie experience, had like kids club and all that. And I'm calling the lady, and she's telling me a price, and I'm like, hey, this isn't bad. My brother was gonna go.
Yep.
So we're like, all right, 2 rooms, right? That makes it kind of nice. Or do we go up to a suite? So what type of room did you stay in?
We stayed in a balcony.
You did stay in a balcony.
Yep. So
Okay.
Mike and I shared a room, and then Dawn and Caitlin shared a room, and it was adjoining, so we had the door open between the two.
Oh, sure. So, we looked.
They smelled great, by the way.
We so I'm talking to this lady. I was like, all right, hey, everything, and she goes, oh, the kids stuff is shut. They're not doing kids stuff. I was like, well, that kind of defeats the kid, right? Like, she's not gonna drink with me all day.
I mean, there's stuff for them to do, but I mean, it's like swimming or so on our boat. They could have done swimming. She could have done the slides.
Yep.
Because they have the water slides. She could have done, any of the sporting stuff. So
Yeah.
They had mini golf. They had basketball courts.
But basically, they don't have a daycare,
They don't.
right? And like
There's not stuff for her to do
all the time.
scheduled with other kids.
And then, and so like that was one of the things that we wanted. Hey, and my wife doesn't feel comfortable going to an all-inclusive and going there, right? Like it's really hard to just feel like right. So, we want her to have fun, but we also want fun time, right? So then we were like, all right, my brother will come. He'll give us a little fun time, but have no kids activities. We're still thinking. And then I found another one. I think it was Royal Caribbean out of New York in December. I was like, all right, first
Cold.
I mean, the first day, right?
Until you get south.
And then I'm sitting there going, all right, but it included all my gratuities. It was 160 some bucks plus fees and stuff like that. It was not bad. And it had drink packages for everybody. It came with like everything you could think of. Upgrade, you could upgrade to the balcony, room upgrades or whatever. And again, like 169. So like I'm in. You can't. Everybody has to be vaccinated. I'm like, my 6-year-old can't be, and they're like, nope, everybody has to be vaccinated.
That shocks me with Royal because Royal has been adamant if you're not at an age where you can be vaccinated, that's okay. You just have to test negative.
Yeah.
And then they do a PCR test.
Yep.
Sure. Every time?
Every time.
Sure.
See, and like, I can't speak for Mike, but my wife will not stay in an interior room.
Sure.
It's like a closet. I can't do that. I don't give a shit. I'm not in the room enough to care.
Yeah.
You want to put me in an interior? I'm fine with that.
Yep.
And honestly, I think Caitlin would be fine with that.
I didn't like the interior room on the very first cruise I went to, but it did help that I was getting seasick from the fact, at least, on the bed that I had because of its angle, when it was rocking like, versus like now with the way the beds were angled, it was always like side to side.
Which was weird, but still okay.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of issues with the movement because, like, Dawn prepared me. I never felt movement. There will be no movement. And all of a sudden, we're on this boat, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, I'm Dawn. I'm moving, and she's like, yeah, I know. This is way rockier than the last one. So I put a Dramamine patch on. You put one on. Caitlin put 2 on.
Yeah.
Because she was freaked out.
I have my sea legs. I sail enough, but
See, and I was fine after that first day.
yeah. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So you going back to the same place then?
No, we're still doing Royal. Our ports are going to be Coco Cay because we decided that Coco Cay is almost basically a free day.
Yep.
If you buy some souvenirs, that costs money, but food is free.
Drinks are
free if you get the package.
Yep.
And mind you, Nick, some of the best steak tacos I've ever had.
Great steak tacos.
They were so fucking good.
Yeah.
Good tacos where we almost got seconds. Hit another thing to get more tacos.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have gotten more tacos.
We planned it in Nassau when we were drinking with our new best friend to make it back to the ship before 6 p.m.
So you could have more tacos.
No, hot dogs.
Hot dog.
All right.
They had hot dogs and the toppings. So I love ketchup on my hot dogs. I'm a horrible Chicagoan.
Yeah.
So I would get ketchup, mustard, and I would get this grilled onions.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was a fucking delicious hot dog. And you could get as many as you wanted. They had hot dogs, sausage, bratwurst.
Oh.
Dude, I got 2 big ass hot dogs. He got I think a bratwurst and a Polish sausage.
Yeah.
Red
And
Stripe from the
red stripe.
Here we go.
We were living high.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun little vacation. So
We had a blast.
while you were on vacation,
Yes,
something really big happened in history of football.
it did.
The greatest quarterback of all
Technically,
time.
I was not on vacation at this point. I was home.
Oh, were you?
I was home. I was watching the Bears get fucking annihilated because they suck and Nagy's a piece of shit.
What's your
And
record?
3
You know what mine is?
Tom Brady threw a 600 touchdown pass, and Mike Evans handed the ball to somebody in the stands.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So we'll get back to the cruise stuff because I want to talk about the one guy we talked to. But so before we get into Brady, I'm going to give you both something here. So I have a friend.
Really?
I do. His name's Blasty.
I thought you said you had no friends.
Well, I have a few. His name's Blasty, and he is Wolverine Trooper.
Oh yeah.
And
I know. I hate this.
last year, he had a friend of his decide to do a Spartan outfit. So, they had a Sparty Trooper. Sparty Trooper is a hateful cocksucker. We're going to say cocksucker.
Sure.
He hates people of color. He hates gay people. He hates pretty much anybody that's not white. He can suck a dick.
Sure.
So they had these pins made. And Blasty has decided he is going to sell these pins at a special. And he is going to donate all of the proceeds to the Trevor Project.
Good for him.
In cocksucker's name.
Weird because you said Trevor Project come from Michigan State, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was Michigan State.
So I bought 50 pins. So some people I'm selling them to, to recoup some of my money.
Sure.
But some of you that I'm very, very close to get a free pin. So there's your free.
I say just to show everybody real quick, it's can you hold that up?
I can hold that closer.
So that's a big rivalry this weekend coming up, right?
Yeah, that game is Saturday.
11 o'clock.
Yes.
I will
Michigan versus Michigan State.
Yeah, I say, well, little sister against Michigan State. That's what I always try to say, right? I say, I'm a Michigan State guy, right?
Yeah.
Do I take it completely serious? No, I have fun with it. I didn't go there. I don't care.
Right.
I don't own the team. I don't make money.
The ones I love are the ones who are like, oh my God, I love Michigan. Yeah. Where'd you go to college? Oh, I didn't go to college.
I have a friend who graduated from Western.
Uh-huh.
A huge Michigan. Michigan plays Western. He roots for Michigan.
That's stupid. If you went to Western, you root for your team.
Nope, not this guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. My college none of my colleges have football teams.
Right.
So if Plainwell played Michigan, I would fucking root for Plainwell because I played there.
So,
So yeah, Brady got a 600 touchdown pass.
like
Evans hands it to a fan.
Yep.
So now the fan owns the ball.
Yep.
So of course, Brady wants that ball. So I looked into things.
Yeah.
If they sold that ball at auction, conservatively, $500,000 to $750,000
Oh,
could go to $1 million.
oh,
He gave it back to Brady. You want to know what he got for it?
it was another ball, wasn't it?
He actually did decent. So he got 2 signed jerseys and a helmet from Brady.
Okay.
A signed Evans jersey and his game-worn cleats. $1,000 credit at the Buccaneers team store. 2 season passes for the remainder of this year and all of next year.
He did pretty well.
He did pretty well, but
Yeah.
he did a little better.
Yeah.
Brady gave him 1 Bitcoin,
Really?
valued at $62,000.
Oh.
Not true. I'm one of those guys that I didn't have anything to do with that. I probably would have given the ball back to.
Yeah.
But this guy could have had life-changing money.
Yeah. Well, he did have life-changing money.
He did. I mean, he made $62,000 plus he got all that, cool stuff. He can sell tickets if he wants to.
Right.
You don't have to go to every game.
But like his life has changed because he gets to do what he wants every Sunday. Like, right?
True story.
He's doing what he wants. I mean, granted, could have bought all that same stuff, done it, but now he gets to focus on retirement money or whatever he wants to do with it. Like, that's huge.
And maybe he'll get the 605th touchdown instead.
So, yeah, never know. 700 is coming. Don't worry, it'll be here.
So back to cruise stuff.
Yeah,
We met a man on the cruise.
just one.
Well, we met many, but this guy is right up our alley. He goes on free cruises with Royal.
Really?
How do you work that out? He goes, well, my wife is the slot queen. He goes, I play too. But we play enough that they just give us free trips. Mind you, he lives in Florida.
Sure.
So a free trip for him is no big thing. He doesn't have to do what we have to. I mean, I have to fly down there and, go in the night before and stay in a hotel and then go on the cruise.
Yep.
He drives over.
Yep.
And goes on the cruise. So
let's stop real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you fly down, you get a hotel. How do you get from the hotel to your cruise?
So what we did was we went out of Port Canaveral, which is, closest airport is Orlando.
Sure.
We hired a shuttle to take us from Orlando to the hotel.
Okay.
And then from the port back to the airport.
Okay.
I want to say that cost about $80 per trip.
I think so.
Is that about right, Mike? For all 4 of us. So about $20 per trip. When we were at the hotel, you could get service from the hotel to the port for $8 a person.
Oh, oops.
I did not want to go that route.
Why?
Because I felt $8 a person at $32 was too much money.
For like a 2-mile.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
Yeah, it was right around the fucking port.
Sure.
So I look it up on Uber. $14. With a $5 tip, I'm at $19.
Sure.
Which is a $13 savings. And of course, here on Bucks and Brews,
That's a free beer.
we're about saving money.
It's true.
Nick, that's not only a free beer. You did good the other day when we interviewed Marvin Storm.
Yeah.
What was your beer deal you got?
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
So basically, you spent like $11 and got 12
beers.
very good beers.
Yeah.
I gave 13.
Yeah.
I could have gotten 12 beers with that.
12 beers right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So
You got $13 you could use on your $13 beer on the fridge.
you're damn right. So, I mean, we got dinner that night from Uber Eats. Because, mind you, we get in after 9 o'clock and we just want food.
Sure.
And they're like, yeah, not much is open. I hop on, it wasn't Uber Eats, it was DoorDash. I hop on DoorDash and they're like, hey, these things are open till 9:40 and it's like 9:15, 9:20.
Yep.
So we put it in an order immediately because we're famished.
Yep.
And they brought us food. It was decent. It was bar food.
Sure. I
got a burger. He got a burger. We were happy with what we got. I don't know. It cost like $65 or something after everything. And the trip to the dock, it only cost me $19.
Yeah.
So I was happy.
And then they feed you right when you get on the boat, huh?
Feed you right when you get on the boat. They basically said, listen.
Is the buffet open the whole time?
So the restaurant that has the buffet was open 7 a.m. till 3.
Okay.
But other restaurants, there are certain free restaurants on the boat. There are certain ones you pay for. Like you pay for the sports bar, you pay for the steak place, you pay for the Italian place.
Sure.
The hot dog place, the little deli they had, the ice cream. They opened it the deli was open 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
But like the hot dogs were open from like 11 to 6. Ice cream was open from like 11 to 6. So you could go and get those and anytime you wanted during the hours they were open. And they were free. I mean, you already paid for it as part of the cruise.
Sure.
We did prepaid gratuities, so we didn't have to tip anybody if we didn't want to. And they had optional things if you wanted to tip somebody. So we tipped both of our waiters because they were awesome. There were probably other people I would have tipped, but I'm not good about getting names.
Sure.
So the guy that thought I was really cute and was hitting on me, I probably would have tipped him. He was very nice.
Yeah.
He was one of the picture guys.
He was. The girl we had the first night at Name That Tune Colors was awesome. I would have tipped her, but I don't know what the hell her name was. Caitlin. Talk to people.
Really?
She made some gay guy friends.
What happened?
Several.
Yep.
And was so happy about it.
Good.
That the last night they invited her to go to the escape room with her. She goes, "Yeah, it cost $20." I'm like, I don't give a shit. Charge it to my room if you have. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
Yep.
I'm like, how are you gonna eat that night? She goes, well, they invited me to eat with them. I'm like, great, eat with them. I don't need to see you. Have fun. Bye. We watched NFL football on a huge fucking screen pool. It was awesome.
So do you suggest taking a 6-year-old on a trip right now?
No.
But
I don't think there's a lot, unfortunately, for her to do.
Sure. Yeah.
6 months. I would hope things are better. But again, so being Bucks and Brews, I like to throw out who we are.
Yeah.
Being Bucks and Brews, we did an episode early on, before we were Bucks and Brews, on if the pandemic lasts 18 months.
Sure.
And the fucking thing is going to last like 3 fucking years because we do such dumbass shit.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, somebody that joined us on Podbean is named Michael Zotert for U.S. Senate in Kansas 2022. I'm going to be looking that guy up.
There you go. So now you met a bunch of people that want to talk finance, and you said you pretty much did a budget with somebody on the boat.
I wouldn't say that.
So what?
We talked about budgeting and shit with a lot of people.
Did you wear this shirt?
I did.
Quite a bit.
A couple days.
Because we have like 15 of them. So yeah.
A couple days. I only took one with me, but you know how guys are.
Yeah.
There's dirty and then there's dirty.
Yeah.
If it smells okay, it's not dirty.
So it works for me.
So I wore it a couple times. Yeah, we talked about budgeting with some people. We need to talk about budgeting with more people.
Sure.
We've had some people hit us up on Facebook and stuff about budgeting.
Of course.
You know how, I mean, because you co-host the show with me, the number one thing we talk about is budget.
Yeah, usually. I think ourselves might be number one and budgeting might be number two.
You might be right about that.
We really try to keep towards that budgeting side a heck of a lot more. So
beer might hurry.
When you're it might be.
True story.
When these people just walk up, they see our shirt And
Yeah, they wanted to know what was up. They're like, hey, that's a cool shirt. What's that about?
Yeah.
Well, I do a podcast with a buddy of mine. I said, and my friend here, he joins quite a bit. And we talk about beer and money. And they're like, we like money, but we don't have enough of it. We love beer. Which then turns into, you should listen to our show.
of course,
So I literally, we had these plastic things that held our badges, which were not waterproof, but we were hoping they were.
oops.
But I put our stickers in them and I'd stick them in my pocket. So then when somebody would say something, I'd grab a sticker and I'd be like, here we are, listen to us.
Yep.
And people were like, oh my God, I can't wait to listen. I'm like, we got a lot of good stuff out there.
We're gonna have to do the QR code now.
Something.
Pops right in.
I told Dawn, I'm like, this is the greatest business card ever because it's a sticker and stickers are cool.
Yeah. Did you give all the shiny ones away?
I didn't, I gave no shiny ones. I took regular stickers.
Only shiny. So you're, how do I get a cheap cruise? How do I make this a cheaper vacation?
For when? For when we go or for when you want to go with
Both. Both.
When we
I'm
go,
I'm going in 2 months because now I really want to go on a cruise.
so one thing you could do to get a cheaper cruise is obviously the interior. They're the cheapest. I would think that I know they have ones that fit 3 people.
They do.
I mean, my daughter's 6. I mean, she's on the bed with my wife.
Okay.
I mean,
But
so
even then, I mean, when Dave and I shared a room, they basically took
a king size bed.
a king size, a bed and split it in 2. We both basically got what would normally be like a
that's what.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
So for that one, if you're going with Emerson, I would find something that, and again, you're not going to find a whole ton of kid activities open right now.
Sure.
But you should still find enough for her to be able to do to keep her entertained. And I mean, I know your kid, she loves water.
Yeah.
She'll play in the fucking pool all day. She won't give a shit.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you go to the pool, she's going to have a great time and not care. You can go putt golf with her and she's going to have a great time and not care.
And like I said, they'll have, at least with our cruise line, they had servers that were coming around while we were at the pool being like,
Constant.
Constant. You need a new drink, right? Sometimes they were like, that one's empty, you need another one, right?
We had one guy come to Mike and I, and he goes, drink faster. You need drink. I'm like,
And
no.
I'm sure the thing is, they want you to get past that 15 or 20
Oh,
minutes.
absolutely.
Sure. So you start paying for them.
which is, I mean,
But yeah, Nick, I mean, we drink a lot.
Yeah.
15 drinks in a day, even for you, is going to be tough because, mind you,
there's no bonfire to sit around and just chug them.
well, there's not, but also give me a mixed drink you love because I know you love fruity drinks just like I do.
I mean, like my go-to drink, I guess, is Malibu and cranberry.
Okay, so Malibu and cranberry.
Yeah.
It's going to have 95% Malibu and 5% cranberry.
That's perfectly fine.
And you're going to taste it and you're going to go, holy shit, this is just alcohol.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because that's what we did.
Yeah.
And it kind of slows down your drinking.
No,
No, it really does. Trust me.
So basically, what
You-
he's
you-
basically
you've
saying
never
he's
been to
going to
Vegas.
do is he's going to buy a drink package for him, a drink package for Courtney, and Courtney maybe have 3 drinks the entire day.
Your wife does not drink like we do.
no, I'm a fish. She, socially.
So again, she'll drink 5 or 6 drinks.
Yeah.
And if you get 15,
Yeah.
that means you're drinking 24.
That's normal night for me.
Okay. And their drinks are so much stronger
Yeah.
than anything that you get here at a bar.
Jeez, yeah.
Every time, like mimosa.
Yeah.
Caitlin's like, I want to try a mimosa. I'm like,
3/4
Nick
champagne.
made you one of those.
Yeah.
No, it's not 3/4 champagne. It's all champagne and
And then
enough
they
orange juice to color it.
I love those.
It was all liquor. Nick,
Which
I
is funny
love
because champagne
mimosa.
isn't even strong.
Actually, it is.
Oh, it is.
It's like it just.
It doesn't
takes a
taste
long-
strong.
No, not at all. It just takes a long time. I did bottomless mimosas, which never tempt a cheap fat guy with
Yeah.
bottomless mimosa.
Oh yeah.
Like by the end of breakfast, can't even say that word.
I love the
I
way
was-
you
I
say
was-
it, by the way.
I was grabbing another man's face, making him open up, and just pouring it down. Right, like me and bottomless mimosas. Those are my favorite Sundays, right? Like we'll cook some bacon, we'll have eggs, and then I'll have mimosas, right?
Well, I got to tell you, everything we drank,
Yeah.
the mixer that went in it,
Yeah.
was literally just to
the
add
color.
color. It wasn't to add any taste. So if you got a rum and coke,
Yeah.
it wasn't a rum and coke. It was all rum
And then
and enough coke to make it dark.
Yeah, so they can say it's got coke in it. Yeah.
Because I said that to Caitlin, she's like, I don't know what to drink. I'm like, you love rum and coke. Get a rum and coke. And she tastes it. She's like, oh.
Yeah.
And I went, what's wrong? And she goes, that's all rum. And she hands it to me and I taste it. I'm like, yep, you're right. That's all rum.
That is straight
Yeah,
rum.
I think the only ones that ended up being somewhat fall were like the frozen ones, and that's
Oh, yeah.
because they had to add a lot of ice to it.
Yeah.
Totally the frozen ones.
Oh, I love pina coladas.
Watermelon margaritas.
Oh,
Wonderful. Might be my new favorite mixed drink.
I don't know, pineapple martinis. That's the way to go.
I don't like pineapple,
I know, but I do.
but the watermelon margarita, like Caitlin hates tequila.
Yeah.
And the last day we were on the boat, that's what she drank every fucking time. She had a watermelon margarita.
Wow.
She had it on the rocks first, and then she had it frozen.
So how do I? All right, so I can do an interior room.
Mhm.
Now.
So another way that we save, which I know you're not for, they have a Royal Caribbean credit card.
Sure.
You know, if you spend X number of dollars, Mike did that with this trip. If you spend X number of dollars, you get X number of points.
Sure.
And of course, anything you spend on a Royal Caribbean thing gets you double points.
Sure.
So we booked the next cruise. We get, you know, double points for everything we pay on that. I told Dawn, I'm like,
Does it have a yearly fee?
no, free.
Really?
Bank of America.
And the thing with it is, like, for me, when I signed up for it, it was like 10,000 free miles just for creating the card in the first place, putting that first cruise on it.
Sure.
I know that the guy we talked to, he said, which I have not verified, after you spend $500 in the casino, spend. So you can win, you can lose, it doesn't matter. They'll give you a free 3-day cruise.
Dude, my wife's not going to listen to this. I mean, I spent way too much money in Las Vegas.
I'm
You know
just-
what I got? I got a $400 meal for my 100 times. I mean, it wasn't 100.
So there was a lady. So Dawn went gambling one night when we went to sleep.
25 times that.
Dawn went gambling one night when we went to sleep. She
Yeah.
took out $20. Mind you, I know everything that happens. I woke up in the middle of the night and I happened to look and I'm like, why did she take out $20? And I'm like, fuck it, we're on vacation. She can do whatever she wants. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, have fun.
So the next morning I get up before everybody else and I'm walking around, you know, the top deck. And
Yep.
I end up finding out she's at breakfast with Caitlin. So I go and I meet her and she goes, I saw the show. I'm like, okay. She goes, don't get mad. Took out $20. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She goes, here's what happened. And she hands me a wad of cash.
Yeah.
And she won $30. So she hands me $50 and she goes, hope you're not mad. No, I'm not mad. She goes, that guy we talked to, send Yost away. That guy we talked to, he was sitting next to me and he's like, can't win a free cruise if you don't play more.
Fact.
So according to him, if you spend $500, I'll give you a free cruise.
And again, that might be the interior room with like no perk, and you pay extra for whatever the perks are.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's a $200, $300, $500 discount. I don't care. Like, I mean, I gamble $500. The last time I went, I had 100. Well, I had a lot of money on me, right? Because I bought the wife's car, and I spent $100, and I ended up winning, 425 in a matter of 17 minutes. It was great. So we're at Blue Chip, and of course, that's where I double upgraded my card.
Yep.
And just very poor in Las Vegas. Didn't even have a day where I was up. There was one morning I woke up and I hit my first hand of blackjack for $25, and then I was down $100 in like 2 hands.
Oh yeah.
Right, because you always try to go more. But no, like that's just, I will do it all day, every day. I mean, I'll hit $500 by day one.
there was a woman that was gambling next to Dawn.
Yeah.
And she just kept, hitting the thing and hitting the thing and hitting the thing. And she finally won. And she won a decent amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And because she had gambled as much as they did, they said, hey, we're going to give you a cruise, same room you have now. She was in a junior suite.
Nice.
So she won a I'm going to say 3-day cruise.
Yep.
In a junior suite, which I mean, so like our next cruise, we're in a balcony, we're spending about $900 a person. So a junior suite is going to cost, probably 15. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not true. I don't gamble like that, so I'm not doing that.
Right. But I mean, there's a possibility, right? Like if you are a gambler and you budget for it, right? I mean, you go to conventions, you go to those things. That's where your expendable money goes. You actually get something out of it. Me, I tend to gamble. And I stopped gambling years ago, as heavy as I was, right? Never been the kind of person to lose my house. I've always had my shit. Most people like extra money, it's extra money at this point, right? And I could put it in retirement, I could do other things. Like I also have to understand that I have a life that I have to live.
You have to do stuff that makes you happy.
And I remember I owned my third property at the time, right? We walk in New Year's Eve to and it says on the thing, it's like big marquee, whatever, it was like in 86,000 some odd dollars. So
Yep.
all I remember was 86,000. And I took a big hard look at myself. What the fuck am I doing here? Right? Like I said, at this time I'm probably $250,000 in debt, right? I'm like, if I hit that, it doesn't change my life in any way. I was like, why am I here? Right? Like I don't need $100 for gas. I don't need whatever. Like I don't need to gamble this. And so really, now we go for fun, right? Like, and because we are who we are, right? Because we're cheap budgeting. Like now, if they don't give me like $10 free play just to show up, if they don't give me some incentive to put my money on the table, I won't go, right? Like you have to entice. That's kind of who I am. So what do you stayed in a balcony as well? Or because you were
Yeah, we were connected, so we were both in a balcony. Mind you, the most I spent on the balcony was when we were docked in Port Canaveral, ready to get off the boat to come home.
They make you stay in your room. So when you're on when you're on the boat, you have to wear your mask around the boat.
So if you're indoors, you wear the mask.
So dinner and all that.
Yeah.
Until you sit down.
Until you sit down. If you're outdoors, you do not have to wear the mask. And of course, they have an adults-only pool, which is vaccinated people only.
Sure.
Which we liked because kids.
Sure.
But mind you, again, we're taking a cruise in October. There are not a lot of kids.
Really? Well, because they're all
right.
Unless you're me, and we went to Chicago. That's the thing.
You
you say this guy's talking about whatever. I went to Chicago this weekend with my family, right? Like we went to medieval times again.
I saw that. Why'd you go to Brookfield, by the way?
Fantastic Zoo. Like we've been to Lincoln Park. We've been to
Lincoln Park is so much better.
Yeah, we've been to just we wanted to try it out, and I don't know. This is where my brother and my mom went. It was my brother's vacation. He doesn't ever go away when he takes vacation from work.
Oh.
So he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to go to Chicago?" He's like, "Hey, I want to do medieval times." Granted, we just did it in August,
Right?
And we just got back to Chicago buying Courtney's car, which we have a story about that. Whole anyway. So now we just love Chicago, and my brother's he wants to go, so I was like, heck yeah. I was like, let's do this, right? So we're like, hey, what do you want to we're gonna go to the aquarium, but COVID rules are just a little bit things.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. All right, so I don't have fuck you money, but I'm gonna buy what the fuck I want money.
Yes.
So we try to get medieval times tickets, right? And I tell Courtney, hey, get on there and do them. Oh, how's this going? I was like, just get it on.
Which I saw you guys won.
Yeah, call, right? Sold out for the show Saturday. All Saturday show. Sunday.
You guys went Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, Sunday, 4:00, sold out. We have a 1:00. Hey, yeah, we need a handicap section. My mom has a broken foot or whatever. And nope, we have no general admission available. What do you have? We have the VIP. Okay. $20 extra a ticket. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, I want to go to the show. Like,
Well,
so that
I know you love Eddie that.
I
Love
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like one of my favorite movies is A Knight's Tale, right? Like, I mean, so
Mike and I used to drive past that every time we went to the Cubs game.
we get there, we
Right.
get there, and I tell my mom, like, you have to go down steps or whatever. She takes up one step, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, in up top, like they have individual seats, not the stadium seats where
Yeah,
they individual. And I was like, hey, I don't fit in this seat. I've been there or whatever, and I was like, I don't fit in this seat. She's disabled, whatever. Like, what can you do? And she goes, I'll grab all your shit. Go ahead and go right here. She goes, but you have the VIP. Like, you're so close. And I was like, is it the same show? And like, this girl's not expecting like this from people, right?
Right.
And she goes, well, you paid extra money. And I was like, it's fucking money. And she goes, but you're right on the arena. And I was like, okay. Am I going to see the same thing from up top? She goes, yeah. I was like, am I going to get the food? Yep. Am I going to enjoy myself just as much? Yep. But you paid the $20. And I was like, okay. Like, do you want to give me my $100 back? Like, she goes, well, and I was like, I didn't ask. Like, I told you what I wanted. This is what I want. Like, we're all comfortable up here. We're happy. And she's like you could tell that everybody else has been so combative with this lady. I'm like, they want everything perfect. They want stuff. And I'm sitting here, like, my mom I said she took one step. I think she did. And like, we're coming back up. And this family is waiting to get to their seat, right? And they have 3 little daughters or whatever.
Yep.
And when you get VIP, you get a $2 flag. Okay, they cost $2 because I bought my niece, or sorry, my daughter, and like the 2 friends we went with last time.
Yep.
I bought them flags, right, to support our color. And so I was like, I look at my wife, and I was like, hey, my flag. I was like, you want yours? No. Mom was like, what are you doing? I want the flags. And I was like, cool, you want yours? Sean, yep. I was like, all right. Sean goes, I'll give mine up. I was like, cool. So I got 3 flags. And I was like, hey, thanks for waiting for us to get up 2 steps and not getting to, like, here. So now all 3 kids have flags, right? And they're
Right.
like they're the section behind VIP. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, here's the flag. Like, they're excited. Like, and so the guy comes around selling flags, and I was like, yeah, let me get 3 more of the $2 flags, and they have like the big pennant one or whatever, right? That's $5. And I was like, hell yeah, I want one of those. Give me one. Like, my brother gets like a big one, and I was like, I didn't have any different experience. Like, I've sat in every section of
Right.
that thing. Like, I've sat front row. I've sat in the back. I'm there for the show, right? Like, I am not here for how close can I get? Like, I'll be back here. And so we had such a great time.
I've been doing a medieval tech down in Orlando, and we did I was still married, and we did a trip with the kids down to Walt Disney.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was interesting, but that I feel I would do regularly. What I like is, when you bought your beer,
Yeah.
you got to keep the cup.
Yeah, it's saying that's
And I bought, cool.
of course, I'd say that's
I
fine.
went for the 6th grade trip in Byron.
There you go. And so like it just you can tell like how rude some people are, right? And it's so the little things of like I don't really care.
And
Like,
it is.
I had to spend the extra money to get the seats I wanted. I just need to go see the show. I don't care where I sit, right?
And it's amazing when you deal with those people who deal with jackasses all the time.
Oh, yeah.
When they actually they expect everybody to be a jackass. So when like they're caught off guard when
Yeah.
somebody's like not a jackass,
Yes.
I'm a jackass.
Like the lady, and so she's like, "Hey, can I get you anything?" And I was like, "I know you have hot sauce. I need that." And she goes, "Oh, hell yeah!" And she goes, "Here, I got you all this." And like I have salt, pepper. Like you're supposed to get 2 refills, right? On your, you can get Pepsi, lemonade, or water, or whatever.
Right.
And I was like,
Right.
but then my brother's like, she's like, "You guys need anything else?" And my brother's like, "Yeah, I'll take another pop." And I was like, "Cool, pour me one," right? Like hand him the pop type thing. Like we. At this moment, like we got everything we wanted, right? Like nobody walked out of there saying, "Oh, I had such a horrible. I really wish I would have sat in that seat." Like it was, oh my god, that was so much fun, right?
I mean, when we were on the cruise now, we talked about when we were at Coco Cay, we had planned excursions, but they got canceled.
Yep.
And there were a lot
Did they
of
give you your
people.
money back? For
They
how
did.
many-
Oh yeah, they give it as cruise credit.
But there were a lot of people who were like complaining about the fact that their excursions had gotten canceled. And Don had it perfect. I'm like, this is a for-profit company. The last thing they want to do is give you back money. Because snorkeling, we paid what, like $40 a person or something?
Yeah, maybe
like that.
something like that.
Probably cost them $10.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
they're making So I mean, minimally they're probably making $30.
It's the snorkel equipment they've already bought that they're using over and over again. It costs
Probably
them
more than anything they're paying whatever the people who are manning the
Right.
snorkel
Right.
are getting paid.
Which is paying $5, right? I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you pay.
Yeah, whatever. And then, if 50 people do the snorkeling excursion and they make, that'd be $2,000, $20,000 or whatever off of that excursion. Right. And, it would have cost $200 to pay for the people's salary.
Right.
There was a Karen down there bitching and moaning about the shit that got canceled.
Did you put her in her place or no?
Well, I wasn't down there, Don.
Oh.
One of the excursion people goes, because they have those on boat. She goes, listen, we don't want to give money back. It wasn't our choice. It just wasn't safe.
Sure.
And mind you, she just kept a bitch. My favorite bitch. So we had a Karen the last day. Dawn saw this. Didn't have their fucking mask on.
This was in the buffet for breakfast.
Yeah. So one of the Royal Caribbean people goes up to her and goes, I'm sorry, ma'am, you need to put your mask on. And she goes, I followed these rules all week. I'm sick of this shit. I'm not wearing this anymore.
Yeah.
And they go, I'm sorry, you have to put your mask on. She goes, it's the last day. What the fuck are you going to do about it? And he goes, you'll never be allowed to cruise on Royal again. Bitch, put her mask on.
Ain't that something? Let's say, do they have masks if you don't have one?
Probably.
I'm sure.
Because I lose mine, right?
Probably.
They actually, in your stateroom, they would replenish. They would have add a mask for.
Okay, because like Emerson, we started out with everybody bought a mask. It was great.
Yeah.
Like, probably mask. I'm not
And
even,
she has like two.
maybe, right?
Yeah.
And like we were struggling to find one to go to fucking Chicago. Like, granted, she has to have one every day for school or whatever. But it's like, geez, where are these, right? Like,
I took 3 masks with me because I knew after a couple days I would want to change masks.
Change masks, of course. We have to get Bucked and Brews masks now.
We really do.
Oh my gosh. Masks. This is the next thing. So, all right. So, when should I book my cruise?
Honestly, anytime you book. So, here's the thing: there are certain times of the year that are less popular.
Mm-hmm.
I would say hurricane season, which is August through November.
Sure.
You get further into October and November, less chances of hurricanes.
Sure.
January and February are a little bit cheaper because you're in school.
Yeah, people just got over the holiday
It's
money.
after holiday before spring break stuff.
Peak time, spring break, either college or high school or middle school, elementary, whatever.
Holiday,
Christmas holiday, and summer is crazy ass expensive.
Sure.
But if you go on those off times, like we looked and we're like, we sat down, we had the conversation, and we're like, hey, I think October works well, less kids.
Sure.
And it's not that we don't like kids, but we like our kids. Like I like my daughter, he likes his kids. I don't want other people's kids.
And your daughter's not even a kid anymore.
No, she's 26 years old. She's an adult.
Sure.
So she can do all the things you can do.
Right. So, I don't want to hang out with little kids jumping shit. I don't want you jumping in the fucking pool next to me.
Oh, I'm bringing my kid on this trip.
Well,
no, and instead you have adults jumping into the pool right next to other adults.
Basically, yes, and pissing people off.
Oh, everybody when I jumped over. Flying that sack is what I call it.
You can do that. But
it's my favorite move.
We look at it and we're like, man, October just kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a 6-day cruise.
6 days. How many was this one?
This one was 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 7 days, 6 nights.
Right. So ours was 5 days, 4 nights.
Sure.
We're going to Coco Cay, Jamaica, and Haiti.
Sure.
And then between Coco Cay and I can't remember what's Haiti, there's a day just a cruise.
Yep.
You don't need
Just kind of hanging out.
and then the day back from wherever the last spot is another cruising.
And of course, I know excursion wise, whenever we're in Jamaica, I want to do something Bob Marley.
Sure.
Because I love Bob Marley.
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your rights. Haiti, I don't really give a shit what we do, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a lot because I'm allowed to drink. I'm gonna eat a lot because I'm fat.
Yeah.
You need to look into this, my friend.
Yeah, I say we'll get it cheap enough. We'll definitely go for
Like you
it.
said, like when we paid for the cruise that we for the next one we're going, like I said, we put the deposit down, but they said, you look for the sales. Black Friday,
Black Friday is where it's
right
nice.
after the end of the year or first of the year when they're trying to buying those cruises that are hitting in like late summer, early fall, and everything. They'll drop their sales. That's what we bought. We bought ours during the sale.
Well,
it was
when we bought the drink packages. So Dawn bought it for Caitlin and Mike.
Yeah.
And it was buy one, get one half off.
Oh, there you go.
So, I mean, instead of paying for 2 full packages, you're paying for a package and a half. And that just saves money.
Yeah. And then now port fees, there's no way around port fees.
No way around port fees, but they just book that into the price.
Well, not on the sites I go to. It's always like, hey, you can get it. Like, that's the thing. Like, we were looking at a cruise for 170, right? And I was 170. I pissed it away in like 2 days. And then I call them. They're like, yeah, so your total's like 50.
Right.
Like,
That's
like, well, you
not
have to,
170.
you're like, yeah, added gratuities, all your port fees, you have this. And I was like, $20 in fees.
It's never quite as cheap as they advertise.
Right.
And I mean, again, if you pay some, like the prepaid gratuities is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you don't have to tip on the boat at that point. They're already making their tip. So
I say not just.
I mean, you and I, we're big about tipping anyway.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing the other day. I want to get into jobs shit a little bit.
Yep.
This company's hiring. It's a restaurant, and they have all these great benefits, like free meals and health insurance and all this shit. And they pay a whopping $2.13 an hour.
no,
Down there?
No, this
No.
is in, I want to say in California.
I'm guessing this is a server.
It's a server position, of course. So, of course, people are talking, we're talking about all the time the worker shortage.
Sure.
Which really isn't a worker shortage. It's I'm not working for free shortage. I'm going to see if I can find that while we're talking. But
Yeah.
I saw that ad and I was totally fucking irritated.
So, how long did it take you to get to warm weather?
How long did it
We were in warm weather immediately once we got to Florida.
So Florida was warm.
Yeah.
And then,
take? Florida was
so when did it rain at all?
a little bit.
And did you just stay inside?
It was literally a spit of rain.
What so Mike, what's the best thing on the boat and what's the worst?
Best thing on the boat?
Yeah.
The prepaid food, the prepaid drinks,
Yeah.
Entertainment. That's basically
Free.
charge.
Is the entertainment kid friendly?
Yeah,
Depends
for the
on
most
depends
part.
on what I think
The comedians
even
might not be.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
think-
she
I
hears
think the
she hears me
difference
say
is-
fucking shit.
The
Like,
difference is
get the humor.
with like the comedians and some of the other shows, they do like a 5 or a 7 p.m. So they've got like the early show,
Yep.
then they've got the late show.
Oh, there's 2 shows on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because so that's one thing Courtney and I absolutely love. Like we go to Las Vegas, and like I told you guys, like I love my friends, but Las Vegas I hate it. And my friends are like, why? And I was like, we just gamble. Like I like gambling, but I love going to Las Vegas because my wife makes me go to do differently. Right? Like we have seen Blue Man Group together. We have seen all the Circus Olay shows. We have seen my good friend Matt King, right? Like comedian magician. Like we have seen shows. when I go with my buddies, I'm like, hey, do you want to go see this? I'm like, no. And I'm like, all right, cool, we'll just gamble. Like,
Even I think like the one like when Don went to see the show that had the music and the comedic juggler and everything.
Yeah.
I think that was still family friendly, even though
Yeah.
she went to the later one. I would just think the comedian might have the family friendly and the not so family friendly one.
Well,
but even then, I don't. Because I mean, kids curfew of kids on the Royal Caribbean was 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah. And I mean, you know, when Dawn went the first time, they had more of a variety of shows because it was pre-COVID.
Sure.
So I mean, they would have like Broadway musicals and shit.
Yeah.
This time they basically just repeated the same stuff over and over. So, you know, if you went and saw it once, it might be a little different. You know, the 9 o'clock show is totally different from the 7 o'clock show, but in all honesty, it's still kind of the same thing.
I mean, they had movies that they played. Like I said, we watched the Monday
Football
Night
game.
Football and Thursday Night Football on the big screen by the pool.
They played Black Widow. They played Fast 9.
Yeah, they played Cruella.
Some Billy Crystal movie I've never heard of.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I mean, they always have stuff going on.
Sure.
And they're honestly, even though it's not the activities that they normally have, there would be enough for Emerson to do to not worry about. But I found that picture, so I'm going to read it now. Now hiring restaurant servers needed. Benefits, tips, employee discount referral program. Schedule, day shift, night shift, overtime required, weekends required.
Perfect. Sign me up.
Pay $2.13 an hour.
Oh, no, thank you.
We don't have a worker shortage. We have I'm not fucking doing that job shortage.
I mean, for that 1 hour, you don't guarantee me any money.
Basically.
I mean, hey, sorry, your business didn't draw in enough people. You made $2.30.
So I mean, we've talked about Bezos quite a bit.
Yeah, of course.
So I sent a couple things to Mike here that I wanted to touch on. So here's
The next person that tells me that Jeff Bezos is worth $300 billion and there's $7 billion people in this world, and if he gives everybody $1 billion, he would still have $293 billion. Like, I'm gonna punch him square in the mouth because God, you're.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I am going to read you this tweet, and I want your reaction. Should we place bets on what Bezos is going to waste his money on next? He's a perfect example about why trickle-down economics never work. He could pay all of his workers $50 an hour plus full benefits, and it wouldn't even make a dent in his wealth.
True.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
And it should also happen, but it never will.
no, it shouldn't happen.
No, it should happen.
No, it should.
What I would like to see that other tweet you sent me that had the comparison of 2009 to now or
Oh,
whatever.
so speaking
I'd
of
like to
this,
see what Dan Price's wealth was, because I'm sure he also has much higher wealth, but he has employees that have a living wage.
Correct.
but I mean, so we were in Chicago.
Yep.
And I saw my first Amazon Fresh.
Okay.
Right. So if anybody's not familiar, Amazon Fresh, right? You walk in and you can basically not have to do a checkout, right? Like it scans your items as you're getting them type thing. Or it's like an Uber Eats type, or like a Shipt, right? So like somebody can do this type of thing and you can get it shipped directly to your house. So I thought that was really awesome. So you're saying $50 an hour. So anyway, that's $104,000 a year at 40 hours a week at $50 an hour. Like, Price doesn't pay, right? Like he pays $7.
He pays $7,
which is
But still, 50 is just an overestimate. I mean,
right?
$20.
Pay them a living fucking wage.
But $15 an hour is a living wage. I mean, that's what everybody's fighting for. Right?
Depending on where you live.
But I mean, name one Amazon place that's hiring for less than 50.
Again, depending on where you live. If you live in Grand Rapids, $15 an hour is a living wage.
Yes, but
if you live in Chicago or San Francisco or Austin, it's not a living wage. You're barely scraping.
That's because the amount of people that keep moving to there that bring, and it's like we have poor people here, right? Like we're poor compared to New York and California, right? Like I have friends that make $1 million a year in New York, and they consider themselves poor, right? And like we could fight, oh no, you're so fucking rich, and it's like yes, they have the opportunity to move here. I tell them that, like, dude, you can come live here, you can get a $300,000 house, whatever it is. Yeah, even if your company pays you less money, like you're still going to be a king here. Like yeah, but this and the opportunities, and it's like right, so you have to go where the opportunities are, and that's what America's about, right? Go for the opportunities, right? I'm not saying hey, everybody has the opportunity to move up into companies because we all know that's full of shit. Like you have to jump through hoops. And it's all about who you know. But like,
Yeah, but again,
if Amazon paid everybody $50 an hour, right? The only company that would be hiring people is Amazon, right? Like every other company would fold. No, not every company can afford that, and so it's not fair in that aspect, right? So like,
but again, if you look at this and you look at your friends that make enough money to live in those places,
sure.
How do they live?
Fantastic.
Right. So they could spend less money on their house or apartment. They could spend less money on the things they want to do and have more money.
They could.
They choose not to.
Correct. Right.
And again, $50 an hour is a lot of fucking money. I mean, I don't make that kind of money.
I don't think.
But he could pay 15 to 20 bucks an hour to the average guy.
He does
Here.
He pays 15 here.
Right. And in Chicago pay 25 an hour because it's a higher.
But it would only increase everything there so much more.
See, that's bullshit.
No,
that is a bullshit fucking story.
That is bullshit.
You don't have to sit there and say, well, if I'm paying $15 an hour, Big Mac's going to cost $8. Bullshit. It does not. It does not.
Number one, look at the dollar menu at McDonald's. We're both fat, right?
There is no dollar menu.
If you go to the right McDonald's,
there's no dollar.
There's one McChicken, right?
That's it.
They've raised their price, right? So much because I remember
they raised their prices before they raised any salaries.
No.
Yes, they did.
And even if they did that, like they sure, they prepaid themselves for that salary raise, right? But it's going to happen. So the proof is in Washington, right? Seattle, right? Where they made it $15 an hour, the first place to do it. And everybody took their fucking money and they bought outside of it because everything fucking raised. Because as an owner, you're not going to take less of a profit. And yes, should you take less of a profit? That's a moral and ethical thing that I can't teach you morals and ethics.
No, I know you.
I can't do that.
You charge the least amount in rents in this area.
I do. But
why?
Because I want the best people that actually give a shit. And the problem is it bites me in the ass more than it bites anybody else.
It does. But at the same time, you know what you're looking for, what you have to have.
Yeah.
You're not gouging anybody saying, this is a $800 apartment that I'm renting, but fuck you, I'm going to get 13 because, Joe Blow down the street got 13.
Yeah. But the problem is like, you also have to realize it from my side. Again, I told you, like, I get fucked more than
you get fucked as much as everybody.
As much, right? And so it's like, man, why the fuck shouldn't I just profit that amount of money? Because like I'm already putting up with this. Oh, people are gonna go, well, you're the one that said it and you're the one that took it. You're right. I did that. And you're right. I should benefit from it, but I fucking don't, right? Like I still get shit on account. So whether the person's paying $1,500 for the same exact place or whether they're paying $1,000, if the water heater goes out, they don't, and I say, hey, I'll send my guy over. My guy can't make it till tomorrow. I'm still getting that fucking phone call. No, this isn't fair. This isn't right. You need to put me in a place. You need to do this. And it's like, I'm not asking for it, right? But it's like, holy shit, you should realize how great you have. Like, I literally, and that's why, like, people get so tired of it. That's why they make it straight business. And they say the words, it's only business. Why? Because really, in the end, it's really just business. But, when people shit all over that type of an aspect. So here's an example. I have a tenant who has lied to me now, right? Which we all know I don't deal with lying. Got into an altercation with their boyfriend, now has a PPO against him. I showed up, right? And hey, you lied. No, okay, got out. Like I generally, or hey, I'll change your locks out. Hey, I care. I didn't charge the tenant for it. I didn't do like I should have, right?
Right.
But I don't do that shit. Like I eat so much cost in this aspect. And you know what I get out of it? I got the phone call that said, hey, I need this done, right? I didn't get, hey, I had this, I went and did this, right? Like, I don't get that. I don't get what I don't reap what I sow, right?
Well,
like,
again, you've said this to me.
Yeah.
You can't hire friends.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that for a minute because I know none of them will listen to this.
Sure.
So we're gone for a week.
Yeah.
And, we have somebody watching the business. And my good friend Chris, who did our theme song.
Yep.
Sent a picture to Dawn on Monday. Hey, just so you know, these are all in. All these.
Sure.
Dawn smiled in. She goes, all right, well, let's see what happens, come the end of the week.
Yep.
So Friday morning, she gets another picture. All these are in. And now it's more.
Yep.
And of course, her question is, what the fuck were they doing? They were working. sends a message. Hey, those packages should have been built. Well, I know you do it your way, but this way's working. No, it's not, because I'm the fucking boss. And I said, I want it done this way.
Right.
And I realize we're friends, but I don't.
Right.
So we get home on Friday, and my buddy Matt's here working because we didn't have enough staff.
Sure.
So Dawn sent a message to Matt and is like, hey, can you help out on Friday cleaning and stuff? And he's like, yeah, no problem. So under the guise of seeing Matt, I came in to see what the fuck was going on. And everybody thought I was just there to see Matt.
Yeah.
No, I was there to see what the fuck was going on. Dawn called a mandatory meeting for Friday.
Yeah.
Mind you, the minute we got home, she pulled up all the cameras and she was listening to everything that went on.
Sure.
And she heard things like, I really wanted to sleep in on Sunday. I don't know why we have to come to a mandatory meeting. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. You can feel that way, absolutely. But you're everywhere.
There's certain things you don't say when you know
Cameras are
everything
off.
is recorded.
Well,
So
but you also have an opportunity, in the way I look at it is you have an opportunity to look at that, right?
yeah.
Like, as a boss, like you get like, and so me, I would say, all right, I did this. I can either figure out what works for people, or figure out when the most people are here and then call everybody else in, or I can double down and say, hey, like this. But like people are entitled to their opinion.
Oh, absolutely they are. So we came in for the meeting.
Yep.
And basically said, hey, listen, there are things we can discuss, processes that we're willing to change. You will, before you leave, have every package built, or you will not fucking leave. That's the end of the story. Now, mind you, we did it way nicer than that. But that's the end of the story. Again, you coached with me, Nick. There were plenty of times we'd have conversations that I was willing to listen.
Sure.
And there were some hills I was just willing to die on, and it was going to be my way.
Sure.
That's the way life is. When you're the boss and you find an absolute and you say, this is the way it is, that's the fucking way it is.
Well, that's what people don't understand, right? It's like you sink your own ship or you build your own deck, right? And people don't get that because they're like, oh no. And like, as much as you want to think that you're going to do better, like I still learn every day that there's so many different ways to do, right? And like the ideas that I can bring, but I still learn every day and I listen to everything.
So let's talk about wealth.
Yeah, I need more.
Between 2009 and 2021.
Yeah, wealth has gone up like crazy.
Zuckerberg was worth $2 billion in 2009.
Yep.
117.6 now. Which, mind you, I fucking hate Zuckerberg and I fucking hate Facebook. Bezos, 6.8 billion. Now, 192.2. Bill Gates, 40 billion. Now, 132.4. Minimum wage, 2009.
920.
$7.25. Now, $7.25.
Yep. That's
the issue we have.
Show me a company that pays 720.
There are plenty of companies that pay that. Not here, because here Michigan's minimum wage is higher, but federal minimum wage is $7.25.
Right.
So again, when we look at that,
but you also like you're comparing a guy who doesn't own a company anymore.
Which one?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates still owns Microsoft. He just doesn't run it.
Doesn't run it. Right?
Just like Bezos still owns Amazon. He just doesn't run it.
Right. So I mean, right? He's just living off.
The only one running it is Zuckerberg, and he's a fuckball.
They're living off of what they built. I mean, good for them. You know.
And again, a lot of people at those companies make a lot of money,
yeah.
But there are plenty of them that make dog shit. I saw a stat the other day. Right now, people, and of course, this goes into the Great Resignation that we've talked about several times.
Sure.
If you leave your job right now, you're making somewhere around 8 to 10% more than you made at your old company.
Yep.
If you stay at your company, you're making about 5% more if you ask for a raise.
Well, so I listened to somebody the other day. They talked about why do they do bigger bonuses or get people in and stuff like that. Well, if you're committed to your company, they don't need to put that into you because you're committed, right? Like they've already done their job. They've succeeded. Like they've made you commit to them. So why, right? Why put any effort into it? You don't make them, right? Like you want them to, like you can want in one hand and shit in the other. See what goes first, but companies should do it the other way, but they don't need to. And needs and wants are different things, right?
How many people do you know that are just sitting there going, I'm just happy?
Too many.
See, and I know for me, I'm happy working from home, but I'm always looking for better opportunities. And if a better opportunity comes to me and says, hey, you can work from home and we'll pay you 10% more than you're making, bye.
It depends on like what the work is, right? I mean,
We just got our information on open enrollment, and they're like, yeah, your costs are going up, but we're still at 14%, where most companies are at 19%.
show me most.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about how we're better than an average company when I see plenty of companies that are paying all of it.
Yep.
And then I see plenty of companies that ain't paying shit.
Yep.
So telling me that you're better than the ones that ain't paying shit isn't making me happy.
Yep. Oh, that's true.
You would think for an insurance company, they could actually for their employees.
They used to.
Because they're like, we don't do this.
We used to.
No, so I'm glad you guys had a good time on your trip. I will
I hope you come with us next year.
yeah, I say whenever you find it really cheap, let me know.
I will get you the details and you can start looking into that.
We expect you there.
Doesn't sound like how I travel. I make everybody else do my
I will get you the details.
my guide planning for me. You just tell me
I
how much,
will plan it for you. You just pay for
you just tell me how much I owe. That's how I
You can bring Emerson, you can not. Doesn't matter to me either way. I just know we'll have a drink in our hands in the
Yep.
pool, in the hot tub, and then it goes okay.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end up I'll take one eventually. So we gotta get it figured out. So anything else that we need to address tonight, boys?
I think we hit most of it. We love our new Bahamian friend. He gave us great beer.
Yeah, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
That is sad that it's gone.
Yeah.
Again, when I look at a light beer, which the Kalik Gold was light, I figure Budweiser, like, 4% maybe.
Yeah.
7% alcohol for a light beer?
Yeah.
It's pretty good to me.
When you say it's sad, makes me think of that story of John Cruck. Or was it?
I don't remember who he gave it.
It was
to.
the closer guy.
Yeah.
Was it Lee Smith?
No.
No.
Was it Mitch Williams?
Might have been Mitch Williams. Mitch Williams really wanted his number, so he gave him a case of beer for the
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
But then they got divorced, so he changed his number. So that his comment
It was a sad story. The divorce was a sad story.
no, the beer was gone. It was
Yeah, and the beer was gone. Such a sad story. They got divorced. Beer's all gone.
Beer's all
Sad
gone.
story.
because somebody else, I think it was McGuire or something, when he joined the Cardinals, paid like $1 or
Yeah.
something for the number he wanted.
Yeah, Kruk got a case of beer.
Yeah.
Kruk is a guy we could drink with.
Well, let's say we have a few episodes coming up. Hopefully, having some more guests here soon.
Oh, I do have news on that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a long-term disability
Yeah.
That'd be a
episode.
good one.
Wendy's gonna join us.
There we go.
We're gonna do a divorce episode, which Mike is gonna join us for,
I
and I'm
can
gonna
give a lot of input on how
I'm gonna see if I can get another divorced person or two.
Yeah.
I know that at some point we're gonna do a restaurant episode with my buddy Palmer.
Yep.
We've got some people that we don't know that have reached out to us and want to do episodes, so we'll see that might happen.
Of course.
maybe one day we'll get Mikey Mulligan to the studio.
That's never gonna fucking
Yeah.
happen.
But until then, I say founders, Dirty Bastard. Thank you so much.
Kalik Gold and
Strong back.
Strong Back Stout.
So see, I've got decent front labels still. So I've got
My Strong Back's gone.
my strong back is still in good shape.
My Kalik Gold's mostly there. And then, of course, our absolute favorite brewery, Destel Brewery from Illinois,
There you go.
And
with
I
their
also
Hawaii
had-
5 Ale.
I also had a Blake's Hard Cider Apple Lantern, which tastes nothing like pumpkin.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Hit us with your normal.
Say like, subscribe, share. If you're on Podbean, please say follow us. If you're on Twitch, follow us. We've been seeing a lot of growth in this, and we really hope to connect with you guys here soon.
And we're gonna have our friend Chris play us out.
There we go.
You've dialed in to Box and Brews. You might hear something you can use, like tips on your cash or tips on the suds. You're gonna want to use the smarts of these stuff, cause they know the brews, and they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks. So listen up, cause shit's not funny, and save yourself some beer money. Bucks and Brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Brews.
and Brews.
Bucks and Brews.